Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's speaker card is going to be something a little bit more lighthearted than what we've been doing. We are going to be doing who is coming next in love, somebody from the past, somebody new. What are they like? What's it gonna be like? We have 3 piles today. Pile 1 with the tiger's eye moon, pile 2 with the Unakite moon, and pile 3 with the, I think this is just clear quartz. I think it's clear quartz. So here are your 3 piles. I'm just gonna give like a little update. So feel free to just skip to your pile if you're not interested in that. If you feel like listening, appreciate you. I haven't been feeling well, as some of y'all have known, and I got a lot of well wishes on my last few posts, so I just want to say thank you so much. I am feeling so much better. I am still healing, so not quite the same energy as I'd like to be, but I am doing so much better, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for everybody that has been so kind during this time. So with that, let's just get into the reading. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the tiger's eye moon right here, then this is your reading. We have the Queen of Wands energy, and I feel like this is more your energy, right? I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself, and I have like this energy of a lot of self-love being done. So I'm also getting, okay, so there's a few things coming through with you guys, and I feel like you really want love. Like this is, I mean, duh, you're on a love pick a card reading, right? But for you, I feel like this isn't like a, does he like me, does he not, like, like situation. This is very, serious. Like this is like you are so passionate in connections with people, and I feel like you have somebody on your mind that you care about, that you're hoping comes back into your life. Like this feels very much like you're in separation from somebody and you just think about them a lot, or you compare like your current partner or current possibility partners to somebody in your past. Like I feel we have Breaking the Silence, Love Potion 69, and Spellbinding with Heartstrings. Like you care deeply about your relationships. This is a big deal for you. This is a big life lesson for you, I feel. Love is, and it's something that is not for everybody. I don't know if you like even know that. I feel like for you, like this is like breathing to you. Love is like breathing, being loved, loving others, taking care of others, being taken care of. Maybe that's been a bit harder for you, which is why I really get a good grasp of like you've been working on yourself and working on loving yourself and taking care of yourself. But this energy here with like the Breaking the Silence with these other cards, trying to manifest a soulmate and thinking about like thinking a lot. There's a lot of thought here. You have somebody in mind, pile number 1. Like this is not some new person. You just have a specific person that's from your past that you want to come back, and you've been thinking a lot about them. You've been thinking really hard about how they maybe treated you, and in a positive way. Like this is very rose-colored glasses. Like they did no wrong, and they were just so like sexy doing it too. Like it feels very like positive and like, you know, spicy kind of, and also just very passionate, And if you're like Jacqueline, you know, like I have somebody that I've been thinking about, but I haven't been thinking about them like that, you know, like I've calmed down a little bit. I've been working on myself. I've been dealing with self-care and all that. Then this person's thinking about you like that, okay? So like this energy, we're still just tiptoeing into it right now, but the energy is very much like a lot of love for you and a lot of like a lot of passion. I don't know. I don't know what YouTube allows on here, so I feel like I have to be a little bit mindful of how I put a few things, but literally it's Love Potion 69, girl. So I take that as you will here. We also have Uncovering Inspiration. Yeah, okay. You are a piece of art. I was just talking to someone about how like the Portland Art Museum just like reopened with like a whole new section to it, and how I really wanted to go. And I was telling them that that would be a cute date spot for them and their partner. And I told them that like I told them that you guys might find this, no, you guys are gonna like this, that they should like invite their girlfriend to go with them, and what they should say is be like, I want to take like my piece of art to the museum so she can be amongst her kind, and like something cheesy like that, right? And like that's kind of the energy I'm getting here, is like this like this person, like I really feel like, okay, so at the beginning I was thinking this is your energy with somebody, and I feel like it's just a very mutual, both of you are pining for one another energy. And I do feel like it's a past energy. I don't feel like this is a new person, like at all. Like this could be someone in your life right now, but I definitely just feel like this person is like so enamored by you, and you kind of have to know the person in order to be, I think, this interested. I don't think they know you well though. It definitely feels like, because this is so like, I'm like sweating. Pile number one, I'm like fanning myself with the other tarot card that fell, or the oracle card that fell, because like it's so warm. And it's definitely not my place. My place is normally freezing, so this is y'all's energy. Like this is just like fanning the flames feeling. Like it's very hot and very passionate, and I've said that 100 times, but like it's just, yeah, clearing the air. Feelings of frustration are common, byproduct of modern life. Yeah, clearing the air. So let you guys actually see your cards. So this person wants to come back and talk with you, and I think you also want that. I think you guys want to like chat about like, hey man, you like, I'm not even getting like hard feelings here, pile number one. I feel like if there were hard feelings, like they've healed. You know, you've done the work on yourself, they're doing the work on themselves, and there's just like mutual love and lust and attraction, and just seeing things from a different perspective, and wanting to clear it up, wanting to break the silence, clear the air, and just come clean, basically come forward. And you know, I am filming this is the last week of Mercury retrograde. Thank goodness. I don't know about y'all, but it has been a like nightmare for me. If you're watching this when it's not Mercury retrograde, then it's same kind of vibes, you know. This is still a timeless reading, but it's just, that's what's going on right now, so that's what we're kind of comparing it to. But like you know, it's just, I don't know, I feel like this is something you've been wanting so badly to happen, and they also have been wanting it to happen as well. They've been wanting to come forward and talk with you about these things, and I don't know, I feel like the reason that this is so like your energy and their energy is this is some kind of soulmate. I personally don't believe in twin flames. You totally can, but it does feel very soulmate vibes. Like there's just some unfinished business here that needs to be taken care of, and maybe that unfinished business is you guys dating, maybe that unfinished business is just getting closure with them. You know, I don't really know the situation, except for there's so much love here. I would be so like surprised if you came back here in a few months and was like, Jacqueline, you know, we just had a heart to heart and then like decided to call it quits. Like I feel like something's gonna happen. Someone's gonna smooch somebody, like somebody's gonna like, you know, try to make some kind of move. Like I feel, and it'd be reciprocated. Like I don't know, I really feel like this is a very mutual, like, okay, enough is enough. We haven't spoken for a couple weeks, days, months, however long it's been, years even. And like this is a long time coming. There's been a lot of built up tension here, I feel like, and I just feel like it's gonna explode. I feel like that's where all this passion is coming from. It's just this energy of like, we have to do something with this. We have to move forward. And I think part of the reason, like, I'm not even really getting a person, like, you know, this person is like, either a lot like you or like the opposite of you, and I don't think it really matters. I feel like the like message you need to hear is one you've probably heard a few times already, but you just keep being like, is that really gonna happen, because it's been forever and like they won't talk to me, or you know, like I feel like you have a lot of doubts about it, and that's why you've kind of just been like, well, screw them, I'm gonna work on myself and take care of me and be a queen, whether you are a feminine whether you have those have that gender identity or not. You are a queen or a king, or you know, whatever it is you want to be, a knight, whatever you want to feel like, that's you. But like, you've been working so hard on yourself because you're like, well, this person, you know, didn't come correct the first time, or you know, maybe it was just you guys just mutually are pining and you're not actually like in separation, but you're but you guys both have walls because you don't want to like rock the boat. Could totally be that as well. We have a boat here, maybe that, you know, maybe that's what's going on. You guys just didn't want to rock that boat, and I feel like now it's finally going to people are gonna come open. Yeah, reconciliation. We have 3 cards. Oh goodness. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I feel so much pile number 1. Like, you know, we have 3 different cards that are talking about like someone returning from the past and wanting to come clean about things. We have like 4 cards talking about passion and love and like just beauty, really. Like, this person really just adores you, and I feel like, again, it's very mutual. I think that this is somebody that, like, you know, you find very attractive. I feel like they might find you a bit intimidating, which is part of the reason that they've had their walls up, is maybe they didn't think that they were worth you or something, or maybe they like had something else they were going through, or you know, people have a lot of baggage, right? So they were probably dealing with whatever, and it sounds like maybe you were too, but like now that you are in such a good place, they are also in such a good place. Like it's a definitely a soulmate-y, like mirroring connection here. That's the only card that wants to come out. Okay, all right. Let's get a little bit more information here. I don't really think we need to delve too deep into like the past of this connection, what happened in the past. King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they just weren't quite on your level there at the time. I feel like, you know, they like right person, wrong time, it feels like. And it was just one of those things where maybe even felt like they didn't like you really cared about them, but like they didn't reciprocate, or maybe you didn't even get that far. Like, I don't know, it just, there's a lot of energy of like miscommunication trope. Like, I feel like there's a lot of just like what am I trying to think of? You know, like those like rom-coms where like there's always like a fight in the middle of it because the people don't actually talk about their feelings, but like so like everybody knows that like both of them are hurt, but they don't know why the other person is hurt. Does that make sense? Like, it's like it's, I don't know, it's just like one of those where it feels like this person is just kind of a silly goose. Like, they really just made it worse on themselves with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I think that they've definitely realized, like, you know, you were like the reason they were so happy in the day. Like, they have kind of come to the realization that like without you like in their life or sending them memes or whatever the relationship was like they just aren't having as much fun. Like their spark is gone, like their queen is gone, you know. And again, take that whatever gender you are, but like their spark, you are gone or haven't been in their life for a little while, and they're just kind of like, I need my match back, you know. I need this person, you know. Like, they left me, and they feel like you left them. So I feel like maybe you put up a boundary or something, pile number 1, and they just weren't expecting it. Like, you know, things just weren't going in either of your favor, you know. Like, you were good to them and they were good to you, at least a little bit, but it wasn't what you wanted, I feel. And secretly it wasn't what they wanted, but I don't think they quite understood that at the time. And, you know, one of you had to decide to be like, you know, I can't be in this, you know, situation right now, I can't do this, and left. And again, this is so mutual energy. Like, I am not getting if it's solid, like, you or them with like who left and like how that all happened. So like, please just take it as it is. I think both of you kind of did it to each other. Like, you know, I feel like if this was like a like I have a situation kind of like this where he like texted me and he was like, hey, like we were coworkers. He was like, hey, this is kind of unprofessional, we probably shouldn't be doing this. And I took that as, okay, I will never see you again. Like, and I like left. Like, we went to the gym together, we worked together, and I just left. I was gone. So it's kind of like that, you know, like, so one person understood something in a certain way, the other person didn't mean it quite that way, and you guys might not be as bad as I was. I'm 100% a runner. Like, I am completely avoidant, so I was just like, oh, okay, I guess it's done. So maybe you're in like that's kind of the situation, is like one of you were like, hey, come correct or not at all, and so like this person just ran, you know, that kind of thing is kind of how I'm seeing it. But we have Two of Pentacles here, and we also have the Queen of Wands again. So I feel like things have been turning around. I feel like there has been a lot of more positive energy coming into both of your lives, a lot of balancing out, a lot of definitely taking care of yourself. But with the Ace of Wands here, I do feel like that passion, that connection, that interest is still there. Obviously, super mutual energy here. Both really interested in each other. Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, very just mutual, like, if anything was holding them back before, I don't see it being the case anymore. I feel like they gotta be coming in hot. There's so much fire energy here. One of you could have a lot of like fire sign placements, or both of you, or we are like officially in Sagittarius season. I think if we're not in Sagittarius season, like by the time this was posted, then it's like in the next couple of days. So maybe I'm thinking this is coming in pretty quickly. Especially with Wands. Wands are pretty fast moving. I feel like there's been a lot of waiting already, a lot of rumination with the Four of Swords here, and so I feel like now is kind of the time to snap into it. If you've come from another one of my like love readings, there was one I think like a couple weeks ago that was about like who's coming back into your life, who's thinking about you kind of vibe, and they were like really just like the moment they see you, like one of the piles was like the moment they see you or whatever the pile was, they're gonna try to reach out. Like it's just a matter of when, not a matter of if. And I feel like that's kind of the energy here as well. Seven of Swords in the reverse. I feel like any confusion you guys have been having is going to just disappear. I think that they're gonna come clean with why they disappeared, or they're gonna ask you why you did that, and you're gonna be honest with them. I feel like this is gonna be such a beautiful like closure moment, or reopening depending on the case here. You know, and I feel like, you know, even if you've moved on from like you're done with this person, like, you know, you think about them sometimes, but like you feel ready, right? Like you're a different person, they're a different person. Like I still feel like you're gonna want to hear them out, and you're gonna want to just like come clean about everything, or hear them come clean. 222 on my clock. And then also I feel like most of you are gonna fall into the category of you're a new person, they're a new person, let's start anew. And I feel very giddy, and like as I said that, I got all like excited and butterflies, and so I feel like for most of you that's where this is heading. But again, collective reading, you know, so it's not always going to be like that. Yeah, so we have Three of Cups here, and we also have Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like, you know, this could like I was talking about how my person was like a coworker. It kind of feels like maybe it was something like that kind of holding them back. Like I feel like there was something else going on in the connection that really just was keeping them stuck. And I feel like that aspect of their life is like no longer like that, and there's going to be a lot more celebration with you and a lot more genuine feelings. Like I think it's kind of like they were more facts over feelings in the first installation of your relationship. in the first few chapters, pile number 1. And they now are maybe not like untethered from whatever it is that like makes them like that. Like I still feel like, you know, I do kind of get like either very opposites attract energy. So like you're probably more intuitive, fiery, passionate, and they're more like calm, collected, and maybe like grounded, I guess. Maybe they're like an earth sign and you're like a fire sign or something. I don't know, but it feels like that kind of a dynamic, really. And it could be also that you guys are very similar, but like they try not to be like I don't know, like just one of those things where it's like, you know, like somebody has to stay professional because you work together, or somebody has to stay professional because whatever reason. I don't know, if that's just kind of the vibes I'm getting, is like someone had like major walls up here and the walls are coming down and they're starting to see things more in a, well, not even starting, they are seeing things more in like a more emotional sense, and understanding that maybe they shouldn't be like stuffing their feelings down, basically, is kind of what's happening or happened. So like now as you guys start to like interact with this person again, I don't know if they're gonna text you or like what's going on. Strength card. Yeah, there's definitely victory in this situation. I feel like you guys have both kind of been working hard to get back to each other, even if it's been unconscious. I feel like there's definitely been some kind of like, you know, if you do the work on yourself, they're mirroring you, because this is soulmate connection. And then you guys are gonna like be able to at least have closure. And one of those moments where like you don't expect to like reach out, either you or the other person, and then they do, and then you're able to like actually have an adult conversation because you've grown so much as a person that you can have that adult conversation. And I feel like that's really just what's going on. Like I don't think there's any like other anything really. I feel like you became such a baddie, you know, in this time period away, and they see that, respect that, or they're going to see that and respect that, and they are also doing that. And it feels like, you know, like what's the worst thing that happens in this like reconciliation moment? You guys have a chat about it and you can heal and move forward, you know? But I think for most of you, this is just like the most like rom-com thing ever. Like it just feels so rom-com to me. I don't know. With that is the end of your message. If you like this video, please like this video. Please comment down below if it resonated, a little bit about your person. I would love to know. I'd actually really like to know your guys's like sun signs. I don't mind hearing the big 3 if you know it, but I just know not everybody knows that. Just because I think it's interesting. Is this an opposites attract situation? Because that's what I feel like it is. Also, I'd love to know if they have already reached out. I don't feel like they have, but also this is such fast moving energy that for some of you, they might have like just reached out. I don't know. So that would be really cool. Subscribe to the channel if you like how I do readings. I do them every week. And yeah, with that, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you picked the Unikite Moon, this is your pile. We have here the Knight of Pentacles. We have Blue Mood Bomb and Sweet Dreams. This person is gonna be like a dream. And not only that, I feel like they're gonna feel so comforting to you, and they're going to feel very secure and safe. I think in the past you've had relationships with people that are like maybe they said that they were going to like pay for half the rent, or they said that they would like, you know, were like a gentleman, or I don't know, like whatever, they were gonna treat you right, and then they like fully fall flat. I feel like they normally fall flat for you. You're pretty disappointed in relationships, and you stress about like I think that you want a partner, but I feel like you're so like, oh my god, like they are always disappointing. I'm sorry, that's not funny, that's really sad. But like they've always been so disappointing that you're just kind of like, the idea of a good person that's actually like what you're wanting. So like it doesn't have to be that they pay half the rent, that's not like the thing, but like I just feel like whatever it is that you're wanting your partner to do, this person's gonna do it, and they might even do it without asking first. Like I feel like they're gonna be very like generous. I'm hearing they're very I hear suave. Okay. I feel like they're really like comforting. I think they're just like a comforting, charismatic kind of energy to them. This I think this is actually like the Knight of Charisma, but it translates to Pentacles. So I feel like they're very like um charismatic. I feel like, yeah, charisma. They're very maybe not like super well off. Like I don't think this person is rich or anything, but I just feel like the way that they take care of people is very like comforting. They could be an earth sign, or you could be an earth sign, or maybe you have like an earth sign Venus. Either one of you. It feels very much of like y'all are creatures of comfort. You know, maybe even like Cancer is pretty like high in your guys's like in one of your charts or something. Like I'm really getting like Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, that kind of energy here. So it doesn't have to relate, but it just feels really good. It feels very like homey, and like this is your person. Like this, it feels very like they have a way to go. Like they're definitely not like, they're not set. Like I think in their career they're doing well, but they're not like, they want to be able to do more. I feel like it is. I feel like the reason I'm like focused on maybe their career is because I think that they really want to be like the full breadwinner. And I don't necessarily mean that as like you have to like stay at the home or whatever. I don't think they're gross like that. Like I think they'll be wanting to take care of their person. And this could, you know, you don't have to be, they don't have to be a man. They could be, you know, feminine or whatever. They can be whatever gender you're interested in. They want to take care of you. Pile number 2. Your baby girl, whether your gender is feminine or not. it feels like they really want. It feels very baby girl energy here. Like they just want to be like, okay, do you you know what, like I'm gonna bring you your favorite coffee just because I like you and I like seeing you smile. I'm actually gonna do the things I promise. So if I say I'm going to like get gas for the car, or I'll get you an oil change, like I feel like they're very like acts of service heavy people. Like, you know, acts and like gifts. Like I feel like they're very lovey in that way, and they're very they have like a lot of they try to do like little things to make sure you know that they care about you. Again, very like earth sign Venus energy. I have a Capricorn Venus, and like the way that I show love and I like to receive love from other people is like through like being around and being able to take care of someone. So like I don't know, I love them. I think this person is beautiful, and I'm super biased about it, but I don't know, I think it's really comforting to be able to feel so secure with somebody. And again, this is definitely in whatever way like will actually make you feel secure. So like if this is like a little bit like off the money, I don't think it is, but if it is, like just remember this is a collective reading, and this is just very much like they're gonna take the weight off of your shoulders. Pile number 2. With that, I should actually be pulling cards. I've just been yapping. But this energy feels just so good and cozy and comfortable. Like, I feel like they're gonna be very, like, it's movie night, like, very cuddly. Like, I don't know, it's very, oh my goodness, very homey. A bunch of cards fell. 1 second here. Okay, the shadow is our dark side and our instinctual self. Appears impervious to destruction. Despite the frightening nature, shadow is deeply valuable. Yeah, very Capricorn, very Saturn energy, honestly, this person. I feel like they are really good in a tough situation. I feel like they've probably been through a lot of tough situations, which is probably why they're so hard on themselves when it comes to like wanting to take care of you, or like just take care of the people that they care, like they love. I feel like this person is very dedicated and loyal and ambitious, and I think that they've had so many like hardships in the past. They probably have a little bit of baggage. They kick themselves a lot, and they just have kind of a hard time with all that. So the part of the reason they're like such like, let me take care of you, is because that's how they want to show that, but also that's because I think they want that feeling as well. I think that you guys are going to be kind of, have you ever had that feeling, sorry I'm a little over the place, have that feeling where you're like, I want to go home, but you're like sitting at your house and you're very confused as to why you want to go home, but you're home. This is the kind of person where you don't, like, they're your home. Like, that, this is that kind of energy. Like, you know, they might not be perfect, and they might, like, you know, they're still a person, right? But, like, you feel safe with them, you feel seen with them. You can tell them anything and you feel comfortable doing that, and they don't judge you for it because they've also done things like that, and you guys just feel so connected. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Like, this is not a superficial person, even though they like to show their love through more superficial or like physical means. You know, like, they are very comforting. Again, I'm getting a lot of water sign and earth sign energy here. They are, there's nothing really shallow about them. Pile number 2. Music. Composers from Beethoven to Paul McCartney have drawn upon harmonies. While not always be able to put the music from our dreams to such practical use, it can afford us insights. Beautiful music can represent the infinite potential of our imagination. Yeah, I feel like you guys are just very, it's like a dance. Like, I feel like you guys are so attuned with one another that, and we also have the stage, that's funny. You guys are like so connected to one another that, like, you know, in those movies where there's always like some dance number, and maybe you don't, but like they just like make it up on the spot, and they're like, it's not like even like a waltz or anything. It's like, okay, what I'm really getting is, have you guys seen, what is it, Another Cinderella Story or whatever, the one of Selena Gomez? And like when her and Joey Parker, this is dating me, I know, I'm sorry. I'll just let me good Cinderella story, okay? But like her and like her love interest, like when she's like in the mask and she's at the ball, like they just randomly start dancing with each other, and they dance in harmony. And obviously that's because like they were actually like, you know, taught that, the actors were. But like in the whole story, it's talking about how, like, you know, like they just were so good at dancing with each other. They were so good at reading each other's movements and taking care of one another in their dance. And this is the energy I'm getting for you, basically, is I feel like this person is so, I think you guys are both a little traumatized, and like really, and like they don't want to traumatize you like other people have, and you don't want to traumatize them like other people have, and you're just both helping each other out, both really healing with one another. This is like a really beautiful, like, comforting connection. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I feel like this card I get all the time in my love readings, and it doesn't mean that like you and this person do not have the same religion, and so like there's a learning curve there. But normally when I get this card, it's talking about how like the reason you and this person are finding each other like at this point in time is because your guides want you to heal one another. They like, this is like, you know how like some people are like, everything happens for a reason, and the reason, you know, you had to drop out of med school is because, you know, you were meant to become a phlebotomist instead and save somebody's life in lab or whatever. That's an example from my life, if you didn't if you didn't need to know, but whatever. And that's kind of what I'm getting here, is it feels like, you know, you guys have both been hurt in past relationships, or you've both just been disappointed. There's been a lot of hardship for both of you. You know, you guys both have had to work like what feels like at least twice as hard in order to get the things that you have, and to be able to finally find somebody that you can just sit down and take a breath with and just be completely yourself. Like, this is such like a beautiful, like, emotional, in-depth connection, and it's really lovely. Like, my Scorpio sun is so obsessed with you guys. Like, I think this is so beautiful, and I feel like this whole like religious factors thing really just puts into perspective that this is gonna be such a like cathartic situation for you two. Like, it's just gonna feel so, like, you know, maybe you even have, like, I don't know, an Aquarius moon. I don't know. Or like, you know, like one of the weird placements in your birth chart where it's like it's really hard for you to connect with people sometimes. I just feel like you finally find someone that you can connect with. And I just think that that's something that you're not used to, and it's like such a gift. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it feels so much like, you know, the weights are being lifted and like things are just working out. They're working out, and I think that that's a little scary. I don't think you're used to it. Judgment in the reverse as well. Not in the reverse, never mind. Because I feel like it's been really hard. It's been really hard. But this overwhelm, this energy of like doing things alone or feeling alone or being misunderstood, I feel like it's coming to an end. With this Nine of Cups here, I just feel like this is supposed to be reversed. Sorry, I normally don't read reversals, and so like halfway through I was like, should I be reading reversals? I don't want to, but here we are. I don't know, it's just the whole thing. Anyways, with this Nine of Cups, I really just feel like pile number 2, this might be a shorter reading because with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups here, this person is everything. Like, you guys are, and I don't mean that in like an unhealthy way either. I feel like this is just a very healing relationship that you get into. I feel like this is a really healing person. And again, like, this is very, very general, very like overview of this person, because I feel like this is gonna be so weirdly specific to you. Like this person, I don't know, like you guys are gonna have similar upbringings, or you're gonna have similar job experiences, or you're going to have like the same kind of family, or I feel like you guys are really gonna bond over something that's like oddly specific, and it's going to be very love, like I don't know how to explain it. Like, we have the Hierophant here, and I am more so focused on the fact that she's being hugged. You know, I know he's like a spooky figure, but we also have like the shadow self in the back here, right? So to me, this makes total sense. It's like you're finally able to like embrace all aspects of you. Like, you're finally able to show your entire self to this person and feel safe doing that. They feel so safe and so like no judgment. I know we had the judgment card, but like but like so unjudgmental about things. Like, they're just very much like, I'll listen to you, I'll give you advice if you want advice, and that's as far as that goes. Like, they're not gonna be like, oh, you like, I don't know, did something stupid when you were 10 that you hold against yourself forever, because for some reason I feel like we all have at least one story where we kick ourselves like that. And they're not gonna judge you for that. They're gonna be like, oh, well, that's better than my story, and then they're gonna tell you it's something crazy that happened to them as well. Like, I feel like they're just very much open and accepting and loving, and it's not even a you can do no wrong. Like, I get like such a heavy, like, you guys already pick at each other, like at yourselves so much that like when you two like come together, all you feel for one another is love, because you see how much the people, like how much you already, like, they already pick at themselves, right? Does that make sense? Like, you know how like when we have friends, I hope you know about that, but like when we have friends, like we tend to, like, they'll tell us something that they're insecure about, right? And we'll be like, no, you're a goddess, you're beautiful, you're amazing, like you hype them up. And like, but like if you looked at yourself in the mirror, you would have some stuff, right, that you would pick at. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting for you in this energy. Is like, this person is already really hard on themselves, and you're already hard on yourself, and probably for different reasons, but like that's neither here nor there. And I feel like you two, when you're together, are very much like, don't be hard on yourself. Like, you know, like, did your ex call you fat? Like, that's not funny, that's awful, Jacqueline, don't laugh at that. Like, and now you have like trauma. Like now you're both there being like, no, you're beautiful, like this is amazing. Like it's one of those things. Like I hope your ex didn't say something like that to you. That's really messed up. Pile number 2. But like it's like that though. Like it feels very like just so healing. This connection feels so healing, and it feels overall just so like y'all just care. Y'all just care about each other. And you know, I don't know. It's something that like it's kind of, it makes me speechless a little bit. I don't really know how else to explain it. We have the Hermit card and we have the Chariot. I feel like, you know, there's been a lot of energy in your life really where it's just been kind of like, I feel like there's been a lot of hard work that's happened for this to be where it is with those 2 cards. I feel like this is like big, like faded energy, very like red string theory, if you know about that. Like it feels like that to me too. This person is just beautiful, and again, I feel like, you know, they're coming into your life quickly. I feel like it feels very much like, you know, when you guys bump into each other at a cafe or something. Like I don't know, like it'll honestly probably be a lot more practical than that, pile number 2, but it just, I don't know, it just feels very much like you guys are just gonna click when you meet each other. And I don't know how you two meet. I wish I did. Maybe I can see if I can pull like a card for it, but it just feels like, I feel like you know, you guys are gonna be in this like ruminating energy, this energy of kind of working on yourself, maybe picking at yourself a little bit harder than you need to, and then you're gonna meet and just run with it. And we have the Queen of Wands energy here, so I think a lot of growth and just intuitively doing what feels right for you. Maybe a little bit less analyzing yourself and a little bit more doing, and then I think that this person is going to come in very quickly. It could be like just something like, you know, your friends keep telling you to do the dating apps and you're finally like, screw it, I might as well, you know, and that's how you meet them. Or it could be like your friend keeps wanting to set you up with like a mutual, like they're like partner's friend or something, and you're like, fine, I'll stop fighting you about it. Like it feels very much like just accepting that something might happen and it's okay and it might work out, and being being okay with that, and then it's just gonna happen. I feel like just trusting your intuition with that, and just letting it be and going with the flow a little bit more instead of picking at yourself, is going to be good. Be gentle with yourself, pile number 2, is like a really big message here, is that you deserve it. You deserve love. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to have these kinds of connections. And I know it feels like maybe you don't feel that way about yourself for whatever reason, but you know, you might not listen to me right now, but you'll listen to this person when they come into your life. And I'm so happy that you will, and I'm so happy that this kind of a person is going to go support somebody so beautiful like you. And I'm just so very happy about it, and this has been a lovely reading. So with that, I think that's the end of your reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like this video. It helps me a lot. Please comment down below, you know, if it resonated. You know, what's your I'm curious about your moon sign and your Venus sign, or what you think would be good for your moon and Venus sign. If you don't want to tell me your own like information, that's totally fine. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I do new videos every week, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you picked the clear / maybe rose quartz moon, this is your pile. It's really light, but it's kind of pink, you guys. I think this might actually be rose quartz. Then this is your pile. Right off the bat, I was trying to pull some oracle cards, and Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears is like all that's playing on a loop in my head. And it is the like, if it sounds like I've been like laughing or I'm trying to hold back laughing, that's why, because that's just an interesting energy. This is a very strange energy, pile number 3, because we have the King of Swords here. I feel like and then we have like incantation for new insight, abundant possibilities, breast blessing, gifts of love. Like, we have everything here. We have, like, it's very all over the place, basically. I have a lot of, like, there's a lot of energy, and I'm trying to make sense of it right now. So, like, bear with me for a few moments here. Try to pull a couple cards for who is coming in next in love for you. Like, I just want to start belting out Britney Spears. Don't you know I still believe? Oh my goodness. Is this an ex? Like, what's happening? And maybe this is like multiple people. Okay. The place of worship can represent the spiritual side of the dreamer, yearning for peace or higher wisdom, divine inspiration, church. And then we also have the mirror. In our waking lives, we use mirrors to examine ourselves, self-image. Interesting. You might have picked another pile as well, pile number 3. I feel like what I'm getting so far here is mostly just like, I feel like there's like either multiple people that are interested in you, or you're not actually like looking for a partner and you're like working on yourself. Like, it feels, I don't know, it's like very, when I first started hearing Britney Spears in my head, I was thinking more like, yeah, like womanizer and like very like kind of heartbreakery, like not necessarily like intentionally, but just kind of like nothing really serious, just kind of fun and games kind of energy here. And it's them, and it's you, it's your guys' energy. This, I'm not gonna take that, I'll take this one though. It's very confusing, pile number 3. Like, this energy, it's like either, like, again, like you either have like a bunch of people around you that are interested in you that want to come forward, or maybe you're like, maybe what's going on is you're dating around right now, like you, or maybe on the apps, or maybe you just have a couple different people you're kind of talking to right now, and that's why I'm getting like such like strange energy. Like, I feel like the people are, like, there's just like a lot of energy surrounding you when it comes to like who you should be with or what's going on. And it's like, I'm really confused with the King of Swords energy, because like I would imagine that that's a person, right? But then also like it feels more like you than it does like another person, and it's just very weird. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, I feel like you're really like, oh, this energy is so like, I don't any like shake out some energy or something, because like this is really weird. Minutes in and I'm just like super confused. I don't think that you should be in a relationship. Like, I really feel like you are not ready for a relationship, or like there's something unhealthy here. This doesn't feel right to me. Like, this doesn't feel like, this doesn't feel good. Like, these people, if it's the people and it's not you, they don't feel good. If it's like, and like it's really weird because like with this could be I feel like this is a full like joke reading. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But like the issue with that is that every time I say that, then I pull a couple more cards and then it makes sense, and then everyone's gone anyways, so nobody gets the message. So it's like, slay, I guess. Because yeah, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Just keep going. But it's just so weird. It's like defeat. It just feels so like stupid. Like none of this makes sense. And maybe that's how you're feeling in your love life. Maybe that's what this is I feel like you are very jaded in love. I feel like you are very much like, this is dumb. Apps are dumb. People are stupid. Why is it that like we have to keep doing this in our year 2025, 2026, or whenever you're watching this? Like, it's just, the energy feels so like you are so quick to cut people out of your life. You are so quick to judge. You are so quick to be like defeated before you even start, right? You're just so, like, you want love. Yeah, with the Judgment card, you're so quick to just move from 0 to 100, in the way of just cutting people out. Very avoidant. I don't know if you picked another pile, but like in one of the other piles I was talking about how like I had somebody tell me to like be more professional with them, and I just automatically like stopped talking to them completely. And back in the olden days, I was younger back then, but like it feels like that. It feels so like avoidant. It feels so like not very healthy. I feel like you have a lot of opportunities. Like I think a lot of people find you very attractive. People want to date you, people want to take you out, but like you can't see that. You can't see that in any other way, shape, or form than like I don't even know pile number 3. Like this energy is so confusing, and I know you didn't come here to be dragged. You came here to be told how amazing you are, and you are amazing, but it's like you don't want to actually hear that. Like it's like people give you the ick. It's like you want a relationship, or you came here because you were hoping be like maybe like you this would be like the month or the year or whatever that like you got with somebody or whatever, but like you are your own worst enemy here. You are the one cutting people off. You are probably like in other readings maybe even considered like a heartbreaker. Like I feel like you just have like very high expectations, which there's nothing wrong with, and you should totally have high expectations, but like it doesn't have to be that you're like, ew, you're balding and you're in your 30s. Like I don't want to date you. You know, it could be something like more innocent than that. You can have preferences, by the way, pile number 3. I don't mean that either, but I feel like you're very picky like that. They breathe a little heavy. I don't want to date them. Like you get the ick really quickly with people, and you don't stay with people long. And I feel like you're very like jumping from person to person too. Like I feel like it's really a weird energy. It's like you're very much like, well, you know, I went on a date with Joe this morning and I really liked him. He smelled nice. But I had to pay for my breakfast, so I'm going to like lunch with, I don't know, Billy, and you know, he seems cool, but I don't like his name, so like I don't know if I want to be with him. Like it feels very like, you know, you're really picking at people like crazy, and it's like you're not giving them an actual chance, but you're giving them a chance. Like you think you're giving them a chance because you're like, well, I'll like, you know, if you ask me out, I'm willing to go on a date with you. But then like you're like you get the ick right away. You don't like these people. Like it's like you're just wasting your time and other people's time with the people you are like forcing yourself to date. It feels like you're very much like, well, if they ask me out, they could be the one. They could be like my person, so I'm gonna go on a date with them, even though I don't find them attractive at all, I don't like them at all, and I don't really want to be with this person, but I'm gonna try to date them anyways because that's what I think I can get. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting. And I know we're 9 minutes in and we're finally getting a message. I know that's so crazy. I'm sorry. But like the energy, like I don't even think you realize this, which is why it's such a difficult message, is because whenever I have to like actually pick apart somebody to try to give them a reading, that's how I know that they're like deep in denial about like their energy, like their part in certain things. And I don't mean that to be like picking at you, like I'm sorry, like that's just kind of how this reading is coming across, but like the energy is so much you are the problem because it's like you just have given up. You're just like, I'll take what I can get. I have no standards, but you do have standards. You have high standards. So why are you wasting your time with these weirdos that you don't like? You know, they're not the one. They're not the one for you, pile number 3. The people that are going to be the one for you are people that you genuinely have a connection with. They are people that you actually will like and find attractive and believe the same things that you care about that they believe in, you know? So like, I don't know. I feel like this is giving me like flashbacks to when I was in high school and everybody else was dating and I still hadn't like kissed anyone or anything, and I was like, I'll just date whoever. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like I didn't like a single one of those boys that I went on dates with. I didn't like any of them, and there was never a second date, and I was called a heartbreaker all the time. And it's like, and I didn't even realize until years later that I was being really selfish and cruel to these people because they genuinely cared about me, and I was just doing it because I wanted to like fill my ego, really, because I was like, well, everyone else is doing this, so I want to feel like them. But it wasn't actually making me feel good because I didn't like these people, and it was making them feel like shit because I'd go on a date with them and then I'd be like, I don't like them, you know, like, and I knew that in the beginning, so it wasn't like a very good date, you know, like it was just mean. It was just really mean what I was doing, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Is like, I don't think you mean to be mean, pile number 3, but like you are. You're a mean person, and it's like it's really sad. This is coming through very strongly. I don't know who you hurt. I don't know who is coming through with this message, but like you broke their heart, pile number 3. Oh my god. But like we have the 3 of Cups here, so like a lot of people around you, a lot of people find you like really beautiful. You're a wonderful time. You're a wonderful person, I feel. But the issue is that you're not a good person to the people you date. And I think it's because you just don't like them. And so they know you don't like them, and it's hurtful, you know? Like people like you're not going to build a sturdy relationship like this with the 4 of Wands in the reverse. You're not going to find your person doing what you're doing right now. Absolutely not. You're completely hurting yourself and others. This is a wreck. We're only 12 minutes in. This is so much. This is... I need to calm down. I am, like, all over the place. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the High Priestess. Like, I feel like you are so, like... What is the word I want to... Like, you're really blessed in a lot of ways, right? You have a lot of skills. You got a lot going for you, okay? Pile number 3. Which is another thing. People just, wow, it's amazing. But, like, you really do have a hard time with, like... with the, like, oh my god, I'm sorry, like, this is just you've done this a few times, pile number 3. This is definitely, there's a lot of energy here, there's a lot going on. But this is definitely, like, you have a really hard time when it comes to these relationships. I think you really don't understand why you're still single. You give everybody a shot. You're a good person, is how I, like, feel you think you are. And it's just, like, you're not. This is really bad. This is really not a good way to live your life, like, whatsoever. And I just don't even... I am... Obviously, I'm not speechless, but I feel kind of speechless. Like, I know I keep talking, but it's just, like, you deserve the world, and you want the world, and you should get the world. You should be, like, working towards that instead. Like, I just, if you don't like somebody that asks you out, or you don't think somebody is cute that, like, you match with, like, on a dating app or whatever, I don't even think you're on those, but maybe you are. Maybe you're trying them out. Stop swiping right on them. Stop doing it. Stop. Stop. Just stop. Delete the dating app. Delete the... Dude, oh my god. I am so sorry. I'm crashing out over here. You guys might be like, oh wow, she's acting. I'm not. Full on, like, I'm full on having a crash out because of this. This is crazy. Oh my god, because it could be so much better for you with the Wheel of Fortune here. It could be so much better for you, pile number 3. Like, I'll be real. Like, you know, some people suck, right? Some people really suck. Men and women. As a bisexual, I'll let you know right now that it's both sides. They suck. They can. But the thing of it is that, like, if you go into a date expecting it to be awful, you're gonna have a bad time. If you go into a date expecting it to, like, maybe it's just that you, okay, bro, damn. Maybe it's just that you, like, are very, like, you date for marriage or whatever, and, okay, as everybody should, I hear, all right, whatever, go off, I guess. But, like, if you date for marriage, let's say, and so you meet somebody, and in, like, the first 10 minutes, you are, like, I can't see myself with this person. You don't, like, leave. You don't just say, oh, you know, like, I don't think that this is going to be worth our time. You know, like, I expected you to look a certain way, or expected you to not be like this, or to whatever the reason is that you're, like, 10 minutes in, you don't like this person. Maybe they're, like, actually a horrible person. Like, I'm not saying that these people are all diamonds, okay? Like, instead of, like, just leaving and being like, hey, let's not waste each other's time, like, nice to meet you, but, like, you're just not what I'm looking for, you, like, stay there and stay miserable, and it's like, people can tell, you know? Like, That's how it feels. It just feels very much like you just are so like you do, and I think you think that you're doing like the nice thing, and you're not. You're not. This isn't nice. That's not a nice thing to do. It's really mean. It's really hurtful for them. It's really like it does you no good. It makes you seem like an asshole. Like I genuinely think that's awful. Like I know you're like, well, duh, Jacqueline, you keep telling me that I'm a bad person. But like again, I don't think you mean to be a bad person, pile number 3. I really don't. I don't think you are a bad person. I just think that the way you handle relationships to like maybe you were like you grew up being a people pleaser or something, so you feel like you have to be in these situations with people, but you don't. And like the thing, I have a couple people that are in my life that are a lot like that, where like they think they're doing things for other people, but the whole time that they're like doing like upset, like miserable, like okay, example for you that's not dating related. So like going to like an amusement park, okay, should be a really fun experience, okay? But there's like somebody that like I will go to the park with sometimes, and it'll be like a family thing, right? And like a friend will come, and the friend will the whole time just be like we'll ask them like, hey, do you want to go like to a water slide, or do you want to go to a roller coaster or whatever, what's your preference? And they'll be like, oh, I don't care, it's fine, I don't care. And so like let's say we go to the water park, and the whole time we're at the water park they're like huffing and they have a scowl on their face, and you can tell they're upset, and you go and you ask them, hey, are you upset, are you okay, what's going on? And they're like, I'm fine. Like that, like just like absolutely heinous energy, I'm fine. And obviously they're not, like their hands are crossed, they like have a frown on their face, like they're like, you can tell they're not having a good time. Well, now nobody is having a good time, pile number 3, because this person is being a stinky person. And then you talk to them later and they're like, well, I didn't want to like upset anybody, I didn't want to like ruin the day by telling you that I didn't like water parks. But like but they did ruin the whole day. They ruined the whole day for every single person because they were trying to people please, and they were way shittier at it than they knew they were. And that's what you're doing. It basically, it feels very much like you just are unaware of how miserable this is for people. And it's really crazy to me. Like, I don't know, I need to shut up about it because like this is mean and nobody's listening to this. And I hope actually nobody's listening to this because like, oh my god, like this is like a nightmare. This is a nightmare for me. Like like I'm sorry. Like this is like really like I've had that happen to me with like friends too many times. Like I full on would just walk out. I would walk out so quickly, and these people should, but they don't because they see how amazing you are, because you are amazing, pile number 3. But like you're just so mean. You're so mean, and I don't even know if this is getting through to you. But you need to like, you don't have to do anything, and you're probably still not listening, so it doesn't matter what I'm telling you because we're just chatting at this point. We're just two, whatever you are. I don't know. I'm gonna say 2 gals, but whatever. You can place whatever pronoun there. Two friends chatting a little bit. But girl, you need standards. You need to have boundaries with your standards, and you need to communicate way better with these people. You don't like this person, don't go out with them. Don't waste their time. Don't waste their time. And you know, a lot of this energy is probably just like, no, just like this is really awful. Let's see if we can get like a card for like the one person that's just kind of listening to this in the background while they're like, I don't know, vacuuming or something. But like, yeah, we have true love in the reverse. I normally don't take reversals. I have to for this. I just feel like, you know, this is not the time to be focusing on true love. You're obviously not in a healed position to think about love right now, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking time for yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with taking a minute to be like, this is the kind of person that I want. This is the kind of person I want to be. You know, this is the kind of like relationship I want. Do you even really want a relationship? You don't have to be in a relationship with someone. Maybe like I've had friends before where they were like really picky about their partners, and it was like, you know, we found out they were asexual later in life, you know? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's okay. It's really okay. And if you're like, you know, maybe that's not it. Maybe you genuinely just, you're, I don't know, you just feel like this is what you were supposed to do. And I'm telling you right now, pile number 3, you don't need to be doing this. You don't. This is not what you're supposed to do. But yeah, so a lot of people are coming into your life that want to date you, and you should really cut down the amount of people that are coming into your life that want to date you, basically. Um, and the way to do that is not to be mean about it, but just to be honest about it. If you're not attracted to them, you don't have to date them. If you don't like what they stand for, you don't have to date them. If you like really enjoy pottery and they say that that's like a garbage hobby or something, you don't have to go on a date with them. You don't have to date these people. I don't know if that's the kind of people you've been dating. I just know that whatever you're doing is wrong. Whatever you're doing is not right. And I don't know how to help, really, because I feel like I've just made you more and more defensive as I've been talking, and maybe not. I don't know. I feel like you're all gone at this point, so I'm just talking to myself anyways. But like, the energy just is so rancid, and I don't think it's, again, I don't think you're a bad person, and I don't necessarily think the energy is fully coming from you. Like, I feel like this is a person, like, the people that have been interacting with you are really freaking hurt by you. And so the energy I'm getting is you cutting people off and being really rude to them, and them being very confused and heartbroken. So like, this energy is just really crazy. It's really crazy. And honestly, pile number 3, I think that's your message. And I know that it's been all over the place, and normally, like, I do normally have a reading where I call people out, so like, this is not like unnatural for my pick cards, but also like, I feel like this one is probably the worst that my call outs have been. And so I'm sorry about that, but I also just feel like, you know, you've really done some damage, and I just don't think you know that. I don't think you understand that, and I don't think you understand why you like that's happened and why you're in this situation. And I just think this is a lesson to learn, and then things are going to move forward. But I think for right now, you really need to go back to the drawing board and kind of take a look at yourself and a look at these encounters. And, you know, maybe they're all the problem, right? That could be true. This is a collective reading, and if you're still listening, maybe this is the message you needed to hear to like confirm you or something. I don't know. But like, I just really feel like you need to be mindful of like what's your part in all of this is. Why is it that you're only dating people you're not attracted to? Why is it that you are dating men but you think all men are evil or something? You know, like, why is it that you're doing this to yourself? Why are you going into the date hostile? Is it because they always show up like 30 minutes late or something? Like, what's going on? You know, there's more to it than just like, you're never gonna find a person, or, you know, you're doing everything right. Like, I feel like you're not, and I feel like you just really need to see things from a different perspective, and you haven't done that. So please take a moment to do that and just kind of see what's up, because I think it's gonna be very different person to person. But yeah, pile number 3, that is your reading. If you're still with me, feel free to comment down below that you're still with me here. Maybe you can comment down like Hanged Man, or like or High Priestess. That one's a nicer one. People might like that one more. But yeah, that is definitely your message. It's not a fun one today. I'm sorry about that. I do have a lot more fun readings. Most of them have a call out pile, so be careful of that, but normally my readings are pretty like supportive and friendly. This one is like a tough love call, and I understand that's not everybody's cup of tea, so I'm sorry about that. But if you gained any insight from this reading, if you stayed till the end, I would really appreciate if you liked the video. Again, comment down below. You can say in the comment that you didn't like being called out. Or you know, that you appreciated it. If you did, I don't know, tough love is kind of a thing on here on my channel, so if you like that, feel free to subscribe. If you don't like that, you don't have to subscribe, but I still hope you do. And I hope that this has been helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading, hopefully in one of the not call out piles. But with that, yeah, good luck, you guys. Bye bye.